welcome to the Creative Assembly YouTube channel for Total War Rome 2. I am Joey Williams, and you are?
I'm Dominique Starr.
And what are we going to be talking about today?
We're going to be talking about Caesar in Gaul, which is our latest campaign for Rome 2.
Cool, we're on the main menu now, so show us around, and we've got some new things available to play.
Well, you can already see we have this lovely new background which represents the campaign map you'll be fighting on, and of course a boar, because, you know, and the torque, symbol of Gaul.
It's beautiful.
We'll take you to the front end. Here we are, and here you have a look at the 4 factions you can play as.
Right, who have we got?
So we have Rome, evidently. Julius Caesar went to great lengths to sort of boost his political power and personal wealth by conquering Gaul under the pretense that he was protecting Rome, which obviously he was after a fashion, because no one likes a barbarian invasion.
No one likes it.
No one likes that. But yeah, really, he was in it for the personal wealth and glory. We have the Arverni, who were actually the Gauls who almost stopped Caesar. Vercingetorix famously almost united most of the Western Gallic tribes, was basically king of Gaul for a moment,
Nice.
but didn't quite make it. The Suebi, the Germans, they had helped some Gallic tribes sort of fight their enemies. They'd been invited in to get involved with the war, and then decided they liked it so much they'd stay, and started attacking the very people who invited them there in the first place. So as the Suebi, you'll be attempting to conquer Gaul for yourself, much like Caesar did. And then, like I said before, the Nervii, they are a Belgic tribe, supposedly the most warlike of all the Belgae, and they are, yeah, another faction who are fighting desperately to stop the Romans and the Germans getting a foothold. And so those are our options.
Who are you going to be?
Well, we're going to just jump into a little Rome game, because
Yay.
we all love Julius Caesar.
Was there any doubt?
Was there
In we
any
go.
doubt?
Let's do it. And we are in. What a beautiful scene.
Here we are. Well, you can already tell we have seasons.
Yes!
So here, yeah, it's rather autumnal and beautiful.
It is. It
Lush
does look lovely.
change of colour palette compared to the summer or spring. You can see we have new seasonal weather effects, so it's raining a bit. Rain will come and go, as will snow during the...
Just in that particular area.
Yeah, but it'll go, and then rain will turn up again over here.
Yeah.
You know, everywhere gets weather, and the leaves falling through the trees. It's all very, very nice and attractive.
But do we have all of the seasons?
We do have all the seasons now.
We do!
So the campaign starts in April, sort of spring, summer, and yeah, from that point on, every time season changes, you'll see the landscape change, the colours, the weather. In the winter, attrition will start. So
And no one likes that.
no one likes that. So everywhere here, you see that it's evidently quite verdant and pretty. All this will be covered in snow in the winter, and you get stuck out here at the end of your turn, or if you try to traverse large quantities of it during your turn, you're going to lose quite a few men. And that gets worse up in the mountains, where the snow will persist into the spring, not just over winter, unlike the lowlands. So yeah, here we are. This is Caesar, as you can see.
There he is.
Yep, he's here. He's intervening as he's wont to do. The Swiss, the Helvetii, sorry, are trying their best to make their way across France, Gaul, for reasons of wanting to escape the Germans, who are obviously trying to conquer their lands and who are causing trouble up here.
So what do we have that's specifically new, aside from the seasons? So
Yeah,
we've
well,
got-
seasons are lovely, as
They
you can
are
see.
lovely.
Yeah. Well, we have a new thing which is actually feeding back into the main campaign as well, and that is you can levy troops from your clients. Obviously, Caesar spent a lot of time making friends with Gallic tribes, or convincing them to join his cause without all out conquering them. So what you can
break
do...
that down for me. So for newer bit players that haven't really got too much in depth, with as minimal jargon as possible, what does that mean when in your campaign game?
A faction can have a client. That is
Yep.
an ally who is basically their servant. When you're in their lands, you can recruit units from them without having to have captured their settlement first to use it as your own base.
Awesome.
Simple as that.
Cool.
So you're passing through, you decide you need to get some new men to help in your conquest, and you go for it. You don't have to keep on backtracking to your own lands or recruiting mercenaries that are very expensive, obviously.
Thanks for that.
And this is fed
explanation.
back into the main game as well. So if you're
Awesome.
playing as, say, the Seleucid Empire, you'll be able to do this amongst your own satrapies,
Nice.
which is a very nice little feature.
So who have you got to? There's what 47 tribes.
Well,
as
there are
well?
around 47 factions, not just tribes. We also
Okay.
have Massalia, who are a Greek faction, based there, important to trade with, they're quite wealthy. But yeah, for the most part, they are tribes. There's a few Germanic tribes over here.
Secret ones.
Well, at the
Under
moment
the
they're
mist.
secret, they won't be for long. And a few Britannic tribes as well across the pond. But yeah, I mean, your job as Caesar is to either bend them to your will, or destroy them outright. Obviously, playing as Vercingetorix or as Bogiognatus of the Nervii, you want to get as many to your side as possible, confederate their regions, basically rally everyone to your side before taking the fight back to the Romans. As opposed to a civil war situation now, you get too powerful, and say as the Gauls, you will have an escalation of the Roman intervention effort. They're going to suddenly produce way more armies and send them into your lands to try and stop you. As you do very well with Caesar, the tribes will make a bigger effort to unite and stop you from destroying them and taking their freedom.
So we've got new territories.
That's right, yeah. Bear in mind this is work in progress, so not all the text is in, all the icons necessarily, but yeah, we have the traditional text, which you research, takes a couple of turns, you invest in improving your military or what have you. Then we have a more politically themed text. So here we have support for Caesar, in which case you're mobilizing troops, you're appointing generals, getting support from Cicero, that kind of thing. And these happen over the course of one turn, but they'll cost you money. So you have to invest a bit of your treasury into usually getting bonuses to unit recruitment, Imperium itself, which leads to obviously the situation where you're going to have a massive fight with the Gauls, or a few of the Gauls against the Romans. And yes, each of these is themed. We have support for Crassus, we have support for Pompey, who with Caesar formed the triumvirate. Very powerful set of Roman power players.
Awesome, I love that. That's
So yeah, it's very nice. Different theme, different approach.
Yay! Can you show us end of turn and show us the season? Can we have a sneaky
Yeah, right. So
peek?
before we go, we're going to give you a little preview of winter. Now, please bear in mind.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming. It is work in progress, so the transition is not as yet finished. But I think you'll be happy to see when I end turn, very fast end turn times. Look
Much
at it go.
faster. Yes!
There you go. So, Aden exposed, very bad. You can see snow everywhere.
It's fantastic.
Take it all the way across, all the way over. So my spy up to no good here. Snow covers the entire, well, most of the world. A bit less in the south. Obviously, there's no attrition down here, and then the more in the mountain.
So that was our Caesar and Gaul.
I hope you enjoyed what you see. I hope you enjoyed playing it when it comes out.
Thanks for showing me around the map.
That's right.
I love the seasonal
It
changes.
is a thing of beauty.
It is.
The detail we've managed to get by having a much more zoomed in view is it's really helped bring the world to life.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm really looking forward to having it complete and ready for you to conquer.
This has been our Caesar and Gaul video and our Let's Play, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.